Hey guys, and welcome to the Champion Spotlight for Elaine, Mizuchi, and Michael, the Water 3 stars that are 5-star capable. So, we'll go from worst to best. Let's start off with Elaine. Elaine has Marksman's Fervor as her leader skill, which raises missile attack by 10% for the whole party. It's not a great leader skill, but it can have its uses if you're using a missile party of various different elements. Unfortunately, there will probably exist units with higher modifiers, so Elaine probably isn't the best idea to raise just for that. Her available jobs are Hunter, Thief, and Gunner. So Hunter we've seen before, it's a passable first job, nothing special. The only really notable part about Hunter is the range +1 passive that can help a sniper or gunner job to hit from a bit further away. Thief has move +1, which as well as jump +1, but mostly it will be used for move +1, which really just lets you have better movement. This is great for units such as mages, who have very low movement to begin with, and for hunters and gunners, it can let them get into position just a bit better. Gunner has another range passive and is a bit stronger than Hunter, but cannot fire over obstacles or teammates. If you have a gunner, you will hit your teammates if they enter into the firing lane between you and the enemy you're shooting at. So Elaine's jobs are passable. She is one of the better 3 stars, but she's nothing special, and really you should only raise her if you really like her character design. Next up is Mizuchi. So Mizuchi is another Water 3 star, and he has the leader skill Swordsman's Fervor, which raises slash attack by 10% for the whole party. So swords, daggers, anything that slashes, this will affect. You might recognize this leader skill as the same as Vettel and Zahar have, but with a much worse modifier of only 10% instead of 30%. His available jobs are, once again, Hunter, Thief, and this time we have Ninja. Ninja is a very good job. It is passable on its own. It allows for good mobility and some decent burst damage in melee range, as well as some fairly good basic and ninja skills. But where Ninja really shines is the sub-skill Ninja Stealth, which gives move and jump +1. Mizuchi can combine the Ninja and Thief's jobs to give him move +2 and jump +1 by sacrificing both of his passive skills. You can use this with Hunter for a very mobile Hunter, or with Ninja itself for a very mobile Ninja. So Mizuchi, he's more of a meme build. Like, you build him if you want to have an absurd amount of movement, but don't expect him to be carrying you through content unless he's one of your highest max limit broken units at the moment and you haven't really pulled anything else. He's better than Elaine because Ninja is better than Gunner, but he's still nothing amazing. Finally, we have Michael. Now, Michael is currently special, as of this video, because he is the only unit in the game to have a job plus. The Holiday Time in Babel event allowed users that farmed it to get Michael's Professor Plus job, which replaces the Chemist job with a better version of the Professor job. Now, before this, Michael is already a fairly good unit. He has the Sorcerer's Fervor passive, which raises magic damage by 10% for the whole party. This is nothing special. You're not going to be using Michael for this skill. If you want this skill, Mia, who is a Dark 4-star, has a better version. But his available jobs are Mage, which is okay, Chemist, which is pretty good, and Chronomancer, which is really good. He is one of the few 3-star Chronomancers, even if you have to max limit break him to get there. Chemist is a very, very useful job, as I've mentioned before in other videos. If you don't have a Professor, Chemist is the silver version of that job, and does a lot of the same things, just slightly worse. And then for Michael, he gets the Professor Plus job if you manage to farm that, which makes him very good. The Professor Plus job probably makes Michael one of the top 2 or 3 natural 3 stars in the game, up there with Almira, just because it's a really powerful job, and you can combine it with the Chronomancer or his other job sub-skills, such as Mage, to create a very powerful supportive character. So Michael is definitely one of the best 3 stars in the game. If you need a support, Michael is probably the 3-star you should raise at the moment. If you need a Bard, Poland, but if you need a Chemist or a Chronomancer, and you have a max or at least a job 3 limit broken Michael, then Michael is an excellent choice. So in conclusion, Elaine has better than average attack for a 3-star due to the synergy between her offensive jobs. Hunter and Gunner both have range +1 passives, and you can also choose to give up a bit of range or a bit of damage in exchange for some mobility from the Thief subjobs. But due to the lack of firepower between all 3 jobs, none of them can really hit hard enough to give her the attack power that she needs to break through tougher enemies. Mizuchi is all about mobility. Mizuchi can use both the Ninja and the Thief subjobs to gain access to +2 move or jump and +1 for the other, meaning as a Ninja, Mizuchi can have 6-5 movement and jump. However, because his most powerful job offensively is Ninja, and just like Elaine, Hunter, and Thief don't actually do too much offensively, his firepower is a bit lacking, so you really want to just capitalize on his mobility if you're going to use Mizuchi. The investment for Mizuchi is unfortunately quite harsh, as you do need a job 3 Mizuchi if you want the Ninja, job, and the Ninja passives, which are what make Mizuchi useful. Michael is probably the best of the 3 of them because of just how amazing he is as a supportive 3-star unit. He requires even more investment than Mizuchi, as not only do you have to have him at job 3 to get the Professor Plus job, but you also have to have farmed the event when it was around. However, if you have him, he is a very powerful support, and the Mage job is not actually entirely useless, as Mage subpassives, particularly the basic Mage skills job, allows Michael to have a bit of firepower that other supports might lack when going for a pure supportive route. Anyways guys, thanks for watching the Elaine, Mizuchi, and Michael Champion Spotlight. Hope you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you like it, and have a good one.